All right, everybody, we all know Jillian, our billing and scheduling coordinator, and this is Morgan, our lead assistant of Chelian Orthodontics, and recently both have started Invisalign treatment in December. Jillian, if you could talk a little bit about the biggest adjustments of starting Invisalign treatment.
Probably the biggest adjustment for me has been my schedule as far as like food and coffee intake. I'm normally a huge coffee drinker. I drink it throughout the entire day. Obviously with my aligners, you're not supposed to drink anything but water when you have them in, and you're supposed to wear them for 22 hours. So cutting out coffee drinking and snacking has been a big change for me.
Yeah, absolutely. And Morgan, how about yourself?
That was definitely my biggest thing, is definitely eating. Coffee was hard the first couple of days, I would say, but like Jillian said, it's just eating. Kind of wanting to make sure you eat at your meal times because you want to leave your aligners in because you want to see the movements. I think because we work here, we know how important it is to make sure we're leaving it in like the full time. So, you know, you really sometimes are like, do I want to eat the snack or should I leave my aligners in? If I had a toothbrush handy at all times, it would probably be a little bit different, but it's always like, say you're in the car or something like that, you don't want to do it because you want to brush your teeth before you put your aligners back in.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, and now both of you guys have had dealings with attachments. Jillian, I know you have had a ton of attachments here, so you're going to be our attachment expert. So Jillian, talk a little bit about, one, what attachments are and how they feel when they go in.
So basically they're little, tooth-colored attachments that go on. You can't really see them, except when you have like 15 of them, like I do. Realistically, they're not that bad. It took probably the first week or so to really get used to them. Initially, it felt like I had braces all over again, like traditional brackets on my teeth, which was a little tough. But after the first couple days, my mouth adjusted and I kind of forgot about them being there. Every once in a while, one of them will kind of bother me. I'll put a little wax on it, take some vitamin B, and move on with my day, and they're not that big of a deal anymore.
All right, Morgan, talk about your adjustment to living with attachments.
Well, I only have one so far. The rest of mine don't go on until number 11, and I'm at 5. But you still have to wear elastics with Invisalign, so the hardest thing for me was getting used to like the little hooks that are in your aligners. This is my ClinCheck right here, so you can see like I have these little hooks on the canine teeth. This little red dot is the tooth colored attachment. It just shows up red, so you know which tooth it's on. But those hooks kind of the first few days drove me crazy, and it actually didn't drive me crazy until I came to work. Because at work I talk all day long, and like the first couple of days my lips were a little bit chewed up, but just like she said, within like 2 or 3 days your mouth gets used to it. You leave it in to get used to it though. If you take it out every time you're irritated that it's bugging you, it's driving you crazy, you're not going to get used to it. So you leave it in, you kind of bite the bullet and do it, and it's not a big deal.
Absolutely. So for anybody beginning Invisalign, just kind of get through the first few days and it's all good, right?
Yes, definitely.
Keep wax everywhere with you. And chapstick.
Great advice.